so they showed you makeup and collarbone tips.
Yes.
So they are. I'm going to show you a couple hair, maybe one or two. I'm not really sure how many I'm going to show you. It just depends on what I get going. But everybody gets hot in the okay, everybody gets hot in the summer, so everybody needs to know how to do a good ponytail. So we're going to talk about the products that I use, the tools that I'll use. Amy's hair right now is curled with a one. She thinks it's a one.
I think it's a one.
If it's a one, it's probably curled very loosely with
yeah,
one
it was.
And brushed through, or used her fingers to go back through it. See, I'm guessing all this as we're going. Anyways, if you curl with 1 inch, you need to put more hair in your curling iron so that you don't get as tight of a curl, and don't hold it as long. On a Hot Tools, you can change the heat dial on it. If you keep it higher, put more hair in it. If you turn it down, you can put less hair in your Hot Tools curling iron to make it looser.
Ooh, good tip. Good tip.
Yeah, those heat dials aren't there for nothing. You'll need it behind the scenes of this right now.
We do.
Oh my word. Okay, so a couple things. If you have good product in your hair,
Yes.
you don't have to do as much to it. It's already gonna take a little bit in here. Look at it. Sorry, y'all.
Smells.
It smells weird. It's all about the. It smells. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. Does it smell like plastic?
Yeah, kind
The
of.
Kenra one smells better. This is the big sexy powder play. The Kenra one smells better. That'll be in the next video.
What a name.
So okay, this is the Kenra. There's gonna be a lot of Kenra. Dry shampoo, and it's just because that provides more texture in our hair. That's it. If you have a good bit of product in there and not like over it, like where you have crunchy hair. Sorry, not like that. Speaking of crunchy, the humidity is like insane right now.
Yeah. It's awful.
Side note, if it's humid, don't use as much wet products in your hair. Try to use dry products. If you're gonna use a wax, use a dry wax. Don't use because you can do the air grip spray I just showed recently on our Insta story, but that's a wet wax. That's gonna make your hair more sticky, stick to your face more. So when it's humid, use more dry products. This is a teasing comb. But y'all know the kind that have the wooden ones that have like the bristles? That's gonna give you less tease. It's gonna be a looser tease. And then you know the kind that I like too, that's a tighter with a metal on the end. I've showed that before. That is for probably more fine hair, and that's gonna pull a tighter tease. This just makes it where it's easier to comb through. You can brush through. So I'm just going back through and back combing her hair, and then I'm gonna spray it with the Kenra 25 behind. I'm trying not to make this difficult, but I am gonna show y'all, like, you need good product in your hair if you want a good pony. I don't go through and part with the metal tip of your comb because you want your hair to look more natural, and if you're gonna part it very unnaturally, it's gonna look unnatural. So if you use your fingers just to part things, it's easier to go back through and kind of meld all that together. Also, I really like the Kenra texture spray, but tip, if you have brown hair, you need to hold it further away because it's a powder, it's gonna cast your hair.
Yeah.
So you've got to hold it back a few inches. All right, I'm just kind of going back through, figuring out what areas I want to do. This is from, also this comes from Sally's. It has 3 bristles on it. I think it's like $3.95.
That's cool.
I love this comb. And it still makes it where you can brush through.
Yeah.
That's the thing I like, is that it's not making it where it's like so matted that you're like, and you can't get through it. So I'm gonna twist her hair just a little bit. Okay, if you do a tighter twist and then you go back through to pull this out, it's gonna get messier. So if you do a looser twist, you're gonna get a fuller, always pull back out your twist though real quick. Don't leave your twist just hanging in there really tight. So if I was to do it looser like this, and then I go through and I just pull it out just a little, it's gonna give it a looser look. It's gonna be a more bohemian look if it's tighter, because it's gonna keep that tight weave back through the back of her hair. It's gonna be more messy and more natural if you start with a looser twist and then pull it out. This just gives some detail to the back of her hair. All right, I'm using the Salon Care bobby pins, just from Sally's. There's a couple different kind I like, and this is not gonna be a perfect ponytail. This just needs to be something to keep her cool and something that y'all can do yourselves. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side with a twist. Just putting these bobby pins right in the back and I want to hide them. It's best not to leave your bobby pins out where everybody can see them, okay? Small pet peeve.
Yeah. Agreed.
Especially if they're not the same color as your hair. That's
Yes.
another one. I'm like, if you have blonde hair, you should not have a black bobby pin
No.
in your hair.
Don't buy black bobby
No.
pins.
Amy has great natural pieces. I was just talking to somebody the other day about when like you're doing hair, people are like, I really want that piecey look, and there's no pieces. Either
To
you
do
cut
that,
them
yeah.
or you don't get the piecey look.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. This is a really, really loose twist this time. Just really loose. This is not perfect by any means. I just took that bottom section right here and then I'm gonna go through and kind of pull that together. And pin it in the back.
I can do twists. I feel like that's super easy. Like if you were braiding individual pieces, I'd probably struggle just because I can't braid very well. But I like that it's as simple as a twist.
Everybody should be able
That's
to
more
twist their
achievable.
hair.
Yeah.
I think braids can be overwhelming for some people. Just YouTube a video. If you want me to teach y'all how to braid on our next
Yeah.
video. Okay, so that was 2 on this side, 2 on this side. And then I'm just gonna take, I have these smaller black rubber bands. They're a little bit bigger than the clear ones and they're a little sturdier. So sometimes, like Amy has a lot of hair, sometimes when there's a lot of hair, I double them to make them a little bit thicker and a little bit more sturdy. That's Did y'all hear that snap?
I heard it.
Right on the skin. Got me good. Okay, so now if you have a ponytail, a couple of things is you want to go back and tease this a little. You can even go underneath and tease like that. And this is going to make her ponytail look more full. Okay, so I just kind of went in and I teased it to give her hair more fullness. And you can go in, this is the Kenra 13. This acts as a wax. That sounds, acts as a wax. But it's not the wet wax. It's a very dry, it's just not as firm as a hold as the Kenra 25. So if I was gonna leave this in a ponytail, what I would probably do would be take one of the pieces from underneath and I would wrap it around. I mean, you can barely see the smaller elastics, which is why I like to use those anyways. But I'm not going to. What we're gonna do is we're gonna show you how to take a ponytail. I can't find it. We're gonna show you how to take a basic ponytail. Y'all, this is easy. This should take under 5 minutes. And turn it into kind of a messy bun. So she already has it elastic in there. And what I'm gonna elastic, is that a word? We just made it like, yeah, okay, we're making it a word. And I'm just gonna wrap this around twice, okay? This doesn't have to look cute. Amy may never get these elastics out since I haven't done a good job. I mean, I could honestly leave it like that and it would be really cute.
Yeah.
I think because the weight of her hair is a little heavy, I would probably take just a couple bobby pins.
Just to secure it.
Just to secure it, that's it. Just right up there at the top. And one on this side, it just kind of gives a little fullness from the side, so you have just as pretty a look from the side as you do from the back. But I really like the way that it falls. Very, very messy, and it's just easy. It's simple. Those are 2, turn your head just a little this way, so they can see from this angle, and then turn back. I love how
It doesn't look like you
chin.
tried too hard, but it looks like
Yes.
you like put forth
Put some effort.
Yeah.
It's cute.
So you have effort, but it looks effortless. That's the goal.
I like it.
All right, that's a quick way to take easy pony to an easy bun. Getting your hair up off your neck in this humidity is what I
feel
should have
better
done
now.
today.
In this house.
And I mean, we wanted to
hot.
show off her collarbones because we put a liquid illuminator on them.
See you, Sam?
If you pull your hair back, you can see that more. So I try to make that simple and easy. We can probably link the products on Instagram that I used today.
Yeah.
Remember, good product is key to any ponytail, anything down, anything with your hair. Good product is key. So, quick ways to make your hair a little cooler for summer.
Hey, that was funny.
Well, nope.